So this has been kind of a growing discussion. So Cam Newton already went viral after saying he wants more kids but is avoiding getting married. He said his desire to get married is lower than his fear of divorce. Recently, he asked Ice Cube how he does it because Ice Cube said he sustained his 32-year-old marriage because he wants it and they want to be. He said, and I don't want nobody to have my woman. She's mine and I am hers. So after hearing that, Mase...
Wait. Cam Newton said what again?
How do you do it? He's like 32 years. How do you do that?
He said about the kids. What did he say?
He said he wants more kids, but is trying to basically avoid getting married. What are your thoughts?
You want more kids? How many you have already?
Let me check, because I don't even know.
You said the taxes is the child support is low out there. That's what
8
you told
kids,
me.
3 baby mamas.
You said 3?
That's why I started laughing.
350 a joint, you told me.
300. What? He only have to pay 300 in child support, right?
Well, he has 8 kids, 3 baby mamas.
It's not in Atlanta though.
It could be in Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know, Killa. What do you think? You want more kids?
I don't know what one got to do with the other. Say you want to get married, okay, you want to have kids.
How's that correlate?
He said he want the kids without the marriage. You don't want the
Yeah, so why? Go ahead.
Financial.
Go ahead. Listen, see, that's the whole thing.
It costs more if you have kids when you're married.
That's why you got.
It don't work out.
That's a good point, and the whole thing
That's
is you got.
what he's.
You gotta, yeah, you gotta have a. See, that's the thing about it's when you got a weak pullout game. Pause. That's what happens. You gotta know what you dealing with when you in there, because I always seem to attract crazy, and I know I can't go. If I pre-ejaculate anything, I got to get out of there. Because, look, let's be honest. Because you know.
Ass laugh.
Because that pre-ejaculation, that for some reason they act like that can happen. But let's keep it real, America, and outside all our fans outside America.
Can a girl get pregnant from pre-jack?
I mean, that's what they say. You know anything? That's what they say. I don't know. You know, they always saying there's some way to get pregnant. Girl, let a girl tell it. You could get pregnant from a blowjob because they want to tell it if they like you like that. But let's be honest, America, and I'm not saying this is right, wrong, and indifferent. Nigga, the condom commercials is slacking. You know what I'm saying? There ain't been no condoms commercials. AIDS commercials is calming down. You don't really see them joints. And if you do see them, and I don't mean no disrespect what I'm saying by this, but you mainly see the AIDS commercials with 2 men. So you like, all right, I ain't right about that. If you a heterosexual man. So you like, when we was growing up, they would scare you. Don't get this. It was all type of shit running around. like I said, me and Murder, it wasn't Murder, a friend of ours in the free clinic. It was nasty out there. We went with him as a friend because he didn't want to be in there by himself, and the whole neighborhood was in there. You would be scared to go without a condom. And nowadays, you're like, they got shit for that. So the raw game is at an all-time high. So if you got a weak pullout game, it's dangerous. It's very few times shit works out. I think we talked about this on the show before, where you're not going to be the Keenan Ivory Wayne's parents, where every kid is going to be all right, where every kid is funny.
Yeah, you know, every kid is a star.
You're not Archie Manning, wherever you just boning and producing quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
John Harbaugh.
Yeah. John Harbaugh Sr. Yeah, exactly. So it's not always going to work out for that. So I get what Cam Newton's saying, and then it's different situations too. I don't know his religion. When it's your religion, certain things go hand in hand. I don't know what his religion is, so I understand that what he's saying. if you a certain religion and you have to get married to have children. If you out here freelancing like me, I believe in a high power. I believe in God, but I'm not assigned to a certain religion, so I go raw at time to time. You know what I'm saying? I just been able, your murder. You know my protection.
What?
That's how I stay protected. Thank God.
Don't forget. Don't forget.
Don't forget that. Yo, Stat, kids go raw in college still like,
Yes.
Yeah, they out there. Got them diseases in college. They got.
It's bad, especially in Tallahassee.
Yeah, man. That shit running rampant down there in Floridians, kids on Floridians, and be careful down there. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I say, a lot of times when I be saying shit, it comes across funny because I'm very blunt on how I say things. But I'm not really joking. It's really like a lot of AIDS commercials. Like when me and Mase was growing up, I'm sure this was every other commercial because you had people really dying. Like, when you have people from, not necessarily, my father died from AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people like Eazy-E who die, and then you see somebody else get AIDS and they die. Only person who survived such a time is Magic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we were scared. You know what I'm saying? I remember these like, yo, I'm putting 2 condoms on and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's around anymore, like scaring people. So I believe people are really having unprotected sex a lot, and it's a possibility of having kids. Now, back to Cam Newton, when he's asking Ice Cube, how do you do it? I don't know Ice Cube, but Ice Cube comes across as very militant, very about his business. And when you have a good woman supporting you with the business that you have, you don't want to lose that. Think about this. He's been married 32 years. I think I've seen his wife once in a picture. She's not out making a mess. She's not out making noise. She's not out putting your business out there. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So
he's probably his manager. Right,
exactly. And that counts. As far as other things outside of being positive in a public eye, everybody's sexual appetite is different. I don't know Ice Cube's sexual appetite as opposed to Cam Newton saying he wants to have more kids, but 32 years, and if Ice Cube's been faithful that whole 32 years, because you don't hear rumors of him, you know, we sit here and hear about Bill Cosby from 1972 slipping bitches, Advil and they shit. Everybody, and I haven't heard nothing about Mason either. Thank God, it's my brother. not, but I'm just saying in general that it's a testament, because when you're in the limelight like that, it's not easy. It's not easy. And when you're a regular nigga, it's not easy.
Yeah.
So I'll give Ice Cube a lot of credit. And I give his wife a lot of credit because they're not messy, they're not in the public, everything. And maybe when he goes home, she got a blonde wig on some nights. Maybe she's somebody else. you know, maybe she come down with the fishnets on or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, murder that. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta keep a nigga interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do to keep a nigga interested? That's the real question. You know, I was asking Mase. That's why one time when we was up here and I said, I forget the exact dialogue, I said to Mase, I said, Mase, I'm gonna leave you out of it because you can't relate to this. And he almost caught an attitude and be like, what you mean I can't relate to it? I'm like, yo, I said you can't relate. He like, how you know I can relate to it? Maybe because I know you since you was 10 years old. Maybe that's the reason I know what you can relate to. But I asked him a question previous to me saying that is because I remember Kurt Franklin was like, he's addicted to porn and he was going crazy. So I was like asking him questions, and I asked him questions from time to time, not on the air, about certain things pertaining to religion, because I don't ever like to act like I know more than I know. I'm a kid. When it's something I don't know, I don't care if it's about cars, mechanics, librarian. I'm a 3-year-old. Tell me like I'm 3 years old. Explain it to me. And I guess whatever Kurt Franklin was doing wasn't right. And he's like, about porn or whatever. And I'm like, his wife drove him to that. you think Kurt want to be admitting he has a porno problem? He don't want to admit
that. You think his wife drove him to it?
I don't want to say, don't disrespect. I want to say she drove.
How do you think she drove him to it?
When you get over a certain age, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know Kurt Franklin's life growing up or where he grew up at or anything like that. Growing up in New York in the inner city, you don't necessarily have to be a superstar. There's so many different females that you probably have sex starting at 13, 14, and I'm being nice, 13, 14 years old, 12, maybe 9. You catch the right auntie. Your man aunt think you gonna have a future. She's 16. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But what I'm saying is once you get a certain age, for me, over 40, a lot of it's mental.
Yeah.
I done bumped everything, man. How many times I'm going doggy? I done went froggy. I done had you in the scissors. You know what I'm saying? I done hopped up and had you on the bed doing like this, So a lot of, for me as a male that's been lucky enough and privileged enough to experience different women, and I'm saying that to know what I want, it's mental. So I seen a comedy sketch, God bless the dead, Patrice O'Neal. He said, everything with me gotta be like kinky. He said, I can have a good time now just going to the mall and watch bitches try on sneakers and it turn me on. He said, I just sit there in front of Foot Lockers and look at this bitch. Because you've done a lot. Not saying that you're not interested in girls. I see Dion Cole say this. He's like this. He said, yo, you think niggas don't get tired of doing this for 50 years? He said it's 50 years of this. Imagine doing that for 50 years. He said, nigga, Dion Cole said, we just bone girls so they don't leave us. And I'm not there yet. I'm not where he's at. But, interests me a little bit when I get in the house. So Kirk Franklin, for him to admit that, it's like, yo, man, your bitch come in, you come in your house and you're not used to seeing your wife doing, and then she got the booty shorts on tight, she never do that, and she just cooking, acting like nothing going on. You like, all right. This is what we doing tonight. All right. So pardon me, Kurt, no disrespect. I didn't mean she drove you that, but you have to keep a man's mind stimulated sexually as well after a certain age. That's just my opinion. Cam Newton, I understand your dilemma, and Ice Cube probably is the best person to ask that question to.
So can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Do you think that people, why is Larry laughing? Do you think that people have lost the desire to get married, and do you see yourself getting married?
Well, for me, personally, marriage is a business to me. So it's a few things, right? If you ask for a prenup, you being disrespectful. What you mean a prenup? I'm on a prenup. I don't need your shit. Then what's the problem? I don't understand being disrespectful for a prenup. You don't get a prenup. From Cameron Giles, a piece of paper don't define my love. Why we gotta go sign at the courthouse and do all this other shit? and then after that, shit don't go right. You sticking me up for shit that you didn't come in here with in the first place. You came in here with a Jan Sport. Now you want half my closet space. Yo, why I can't drive the Bentley? Yo, you came in here with a Jan Sport and a duffel. I'm paying the bills.
What kind of duffel?
A hockey bag. You know what I'm saying? So the answer to your question is that, to me, it's just business. You don't want to sign a prenup. If you get a girl and you be like, sign a prenup, like, bet I'll sign a prenup. Like, okay, there we go. But then you got to think about it like, you really gonna kick me out? Because if it don't go right, it was my house. It was my shit. I'll make sure you good. You ever see that movie, is it Think Like a Man? And the nigga was cheating on Jill Scott. And he said, yo, I'll give you the vacation home. I'm put some bars on the window. It's a little rough around there. It's like, it sounds ignorant and it sounds fucked up. But in a realistic way for me, I just don't think marriage is for me because it's too business-like. If, like, for me, I tried to keep it real with my high school sweetheart and stay with her when I first got a record deal. But she didn't like music. She didn't like me doing videos. She didn't care what Mase was doing. She didn't care what she didn't see that. She seemed like, well, that's good for him. You know, it's one of them situations. Look at Dame Dash, good for them. I'm not, and kind of music career drove us apart because some birds' feathers are too bright to be caged. And I'm one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Bars today.
You know what I'm saying?
That was.
Yeah, you can't. You gonna mess and make a nigga miss sound great. I remember after my first album, my album went gold, but I wasn't making any money. And then my second album went gold, and I wasn't making any money. And I was like, damn, I got some money. And I went and looked at some houses in Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to Wilmington, no disrespect. And I was like, what I'm gonna do after I spend this on house? I felt like I was in a witness protection program. Like, what I'm gonna do, get a minivan and buy groceries twice a week? And like, I don't know, I didn't have a plan. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just go scratching and survive good times back in Harlem and try and figure this thing out. And thank God that it ended up working. But marriage to me is a business. If it don't go right, then the other person is you in court, you giving up half your money, especially then you gotta think about it. If I lived in California, I'm saying we gonna get married in North Dakota, because California, automatic half. Immediately, it's not even discussion. You get half, and if you didn't come in with half, cool, but what happens is they'll say, well, we emotionally supported you. That counts, the emotional support. You're just aggravating me half the time. That's why we getting a divorce. You think it was emotional, you was stressing me. I don't like marriage because it's a business. Sorry, Stat, just giving some of my reasonings behind it. But if you find the right lady, I believe that that's dope. Me personally, I'm not against polygamy. You know, if I like girls who like girls. I like to watch girls with girls and then join in. You know, it's art to me. I'm looking at art when I'm looking at females together. And when I say polygamy, without the paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Because
what's the paperwork?
Because polygamy or polyamorous, however you pronouncing it, sometimes they get married and then I'm the first wife and the second wife. Not technically, not legally. You ever used to watch that show, Big Love? It's HBO. You can check it out. It's still on demand. It's really dope. It's a Utah polygamous family. But they're one big unit. There's 3 houses connected. They have turns every night, but they're not together. The women aren't together. And I think I said this on the show too before. Yeah, I did, because Stat finished the show with it. I don't want filet mignon every night. Turkey and cheese once in a while. Yo, nigga, think about this. You bring the most best cut steak out every night, Ruth Chris, Peter Luger, wherever you guys like to go. You're like, damn, this shit's sizzling every night on the plate. Is it delicious? Yeah. I can't have a snack. I just want a snack sometime.
What do you think when you hear this stuff?
I don't know. Like, I just if I could have just a row of women fly, make their own money, don't see marriage as a business, match your fly, support your career, well-traveled, do their own thing. I would love to just set that up for you. But it's I understand how you think and how you feel about certain things, but that's how I see it. I'm just I just want to, I could choose so well for you.
No, listen, that's the dream. Is it real? You know what I'm saying? That's the dream. You gotta have somebody who matches your energy, but you gotta be funny. Think about it. I'm kind of like Mase said. It's kind of fucked up for me because you gotta meet somebody like me. I meet somebody younger than me that haven't traveled. They want to do this. I'm like, I did that.
Right.
Yo, let's go to Brazil. Well, what to Brazil? It's dangerous too over there, man. It's not just, it's beautiful. It looks, it gets, wow, you ever see City of God? Shit is crazy over there as well. You're always spoiling it. So I get what you're saying. Like I haven't watched the whole episode. I see half of it. My flight took off. And when I heard your mother talking, I'm like, she from the old school. These girls ain't out here like, you ain't gonna find them no more, Miss Wilson.
Not even just that. First of all, they're very in love. And the way my mom thinks is how I think. So I'm like, by seeing it from there, I know it's somewhere out there.
Right.
Am I gonna have to wait a little bit? Probably. And now things have changed being in this space because it's like if a guy tells me like, oh, like my bucket list is to go to Miami. Respectfully, I ain't trying to go to Miami. I already did that. So I get it.
Right.
But I see it's out there. So
right. No, like I said, when I listen to your mom's talk, and I could tell your father and mother are very much in love, and I'm jealous of shit like that. I'm jealous. I wish I could think like that. You know what I'm saying? But they met in a different time, in a different era. You know, I was watching, there was a clip that came across YouTube, Murder, a few days ago, and Farrakhan was like, now these girls are in the ass shaking contest. He said this on a podium. He said it ain't the brain moving contest, it's the ass shaking contest. And you trying to win. And all the people in the congregation stood up and clapped. You say, you never heard a man of God talk like this? You ain't never met a man of God. And I'm like, how does Farrakhan know about the ass shaking contest? And I'm not saying that he's a part of it or anything to it, but he's aware of what's going on out there. And this is what Kim is left out here with, man. You know what I'm saying? Could I meet a woman who match my fly and do everything I do? Absolutely. And I don't mind meeting somebody who don't got what I got. If they are funny, if they like shit I like, and they like girls, we can talk about it. But think about this. I told you I like watching the History Channel or A&E or ID Channel or documentaries that's based on real things. And then they want to watch Love and Hip Hop. It's a turn off. It's a super duper turn off. Their selection of TV turns me off. A lot of things aggravate me quick too. I get aggravated real fast. Like, I don't like when girls get food and they start dancing and singing like they never ate good food before. That shit turns me off. I hate that shit. I don't like that shit. Sitting though.
She probably thinks it's cute.
I be like, now if I know you for a while, cool, but like, I'm taking it as you never ate, you haven't eaten good before.
Oh, man.
This is crazy. Little things aggravate me, man. So I'm sitting in there listening to, I'm in the car just now. You think a girl would want to ride in the car with me and listen to Mase 11 times in a row, Majesty? They'd be like, come on, Cam. I'm not even exaggerating. I never heard this song before from Mase. I don't know how old it is, but I never heard it. I played this shit, literally no exaggeration, probably 8 times just now on the way to the studio, because I never heard it before. I was like, Murder going the fuck off. What's this shit crazy? I never heard this song before. I guess we wasn't speaking, but I probably, you know how nigga want to play, you like, yo, go ahead with all that shit, trash and all that. I don't want to hear that shit, man. When you're not speaking to a nigga, but you think girl want to hear that back to back? You think girl want to ride around with me, listening to beats and just trying to vibe? Some people will like it, but it's hard to find that. You ever see the movie Boomerang? That shit crazy.
But are we shocked? Like, I don't. My parents also explained that. My parents also explained that. Go watch, check out the stat, Meet the Wilsons. Growing up, I was not watching movies. I was playing the cello. I was playing the piano. I was doing stuff at school.
You know how to play the piano and cello?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
I was doing random things. I was not sitting watching movies. Sorry. I'm trying to catch up now. Huh?
You play by ear?
Not by ear, but I can play it. I have a lot of just random talents that people will never know because I was just doing random things.
Right.
So,
well, in Boomerang, it's a guy named Marcus Graham, and he ended up he has sex with a lot of women. Then any woman he really likes acts like him and just has sex with him, and he comes to vapors. But the moral of the story is everything turned him off. Little corn on the toe, bunion crazy, bitch a little dizzy, prissy hoes. Y'all got bitches on they tip. Where that murder? Nigga said I got bitches walking on they tippy toes. Yes, that I don't know, man. It's gonna take a lot. If you find somebody got a recommendation.
Hey y'all, this is the time.
What's that shit? The balloon. The balloon. I need to be. We need to bring the bitches back here. The balloon.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will literally set that up.
Get them an email stat and get the balloon show in
email
here.
contact at Stat Baby Entertainment. We gonna set it up.
Yeah.
And you gotta look good. You gotta be fire.
Yeah.
There's a range. We're gonna have a range.
On the show. We'll do it on
There's a range. You could be a classy girl. You don't even have to be a classy girl. You could be from anywhere. Like we gonna look through.
My range is wild. my range is definitely. My range is wild, man.
Yes,
my range is wild.
That would be great.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.